Kijingang no jigin nong tho khubor balar pathai khubor hapo kalama jog Shillong Press Club bandan laka jong Jaka Treikam biang kalau urlong hadu lai po Snem hakabo menteri rang ba kajela u konrad ki sangma menta ka arpuar trik nopra arjar puar ula pli pajba hakajo ko office jog Directorate of Information and Public Relations lo wala chumer Shillong habakran na katiga sngi u konrad sangma ula yathu ba sarkar jong u kabangeng hakasensyar pajba kampa jule menu yaki bakta ya jing Treikam jong ki kot khubor balar pathai khubor Ulong bu pediangi ki jingkan tho ba jingkan ta jongki kot khubor balar pathai khubor da ka benta ban pin bha shushu ya ka jing Treikam jog sarkar ula kintu ru ikinong ilam ka Shillong Press Club ban pelong ki jing ajing hikai da ka wei ka por sa ka wei pan khanang ba kata ka jing Treikam jongki kanlong ka bajanai Menteri rangba ulai thuru badai Menteri jong katanat Information and Public Relations u James P.K. Sangma bala shimkhia badai na kadaw jong u bala la ban ple pajba ya ka Shillong Press Club Kiwi belakaran hakani kisngi kintu udukhat ke Press Council of India Ujai Shankar Gupta ke Deputy Commissioner ke East Kashils District ke Kong Isawanda lalu bat kiwi lepin chongshit dia kani kisngi de kijing roi ni kidukhat ke SPC bar kumju na kanong roi ba pawnam ke jela ke Kong Grisel drop me
What is the Press Club here for? You see, that should be your overarching goal that guides you and drives you to do what you are supposed to do with a larger goal. You know, it could be the Press Club of Shillong, motto, the truth prevails, or I don't know, something like that. Or, our society, balanced society, something that is there. What I'm saying is for any individual, any organization, unless you have that guiding principle, unless you have that motto in front of you that this is what our overarching goal is or ultimately what we want to do, I think you will lose track of things. It's so easy in today's world, the social media, blah, 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 so many things happening. So it's just in a second, before you know it, you're out. But I think if you have your eye on the ball and you know that this is what we are here for, then yes, there may be small distractions a bit here and there, but ultimately we come back to the larger picture. It is ultimately for society, ultimately for our state, ultimately for the people, for the good, for the democracy of our state, for our country. I think these are the basic factors that should guide us, that we are all here to serve our people, our country and our state. You do it in a different manner, in a different platform. I do it in a different manner, in a different platform. If I'm losing my track, well, you will tell me and you will bring me back onto that goal. I'm not saying you will lose your track, but I'm saying you have to have a track. You have to have a vision. Just two things: get a motto, get the objectives that you have in mind, work towards it, sensitize your people always about those objectives. Second of all, have a sensitization program, sensitization about the journalist conduct, sensitization about how you use social media. You see, how, what are the things like, for example, technology training. I think it's great to have a session where you have technology training for your people. In journalism, and a lot in politics also, it is the credibility and the trust that is very, very important. We can get away by saying one line or two lines. As a politician, I can say one line, and I may just get the votes at that moment for that particular election day. But then people won't trust me the next time. So therefore, I think it goes similarly for journalism also, for any newspaper, for any website or any electronic media, that the credibility, the trust, the consistency, the truth, I think 4, 5 these words are so important in politics, and the same for you in press also. And therefore, we may be tempted to write a few things just because we want to get the, what do you call that? What's the technical word? TRPs. So to get the TRPs. But then, then what's the use if the trust is gone tomorrow? What's the use if nobody believes you tomorrow? Then, there's nothing left. So I think always think long term. Always keep the consistency and credibility in mind. And I think that's really the long way to grow. It may be the tough way, may be difficult, it may take more time, but at the end you'll come out more successful is what I feel.
We've been working in a rented accommodation, again supported very actively by the IPR. And finally, we have within the IPR complex itself, which in itself is remarkable because nowhere else in this country does a press club exist within the IPR complex. And we were planning at the beginning of the year to do something remarkable on the 50th anniversary as a press fraternity. And I thought this would be the most befitting commemoration of our 50 glorious years. and none better than to celebrate it with those that have always handheld us, supported us in times of need.
Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. In my hour of darkness, she will stand there in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be.
Let it be, let it be.
Imagine there's no heaven.
It's easy if you